Welcome to video 2 in my series on how to solo. Remember, the skills you need to learn are the same regardless of your instrument. So even though I'm giving all the examples on guitar, share this with anyone that plays any instrument that wants to learn how to solo properly. The first thing to do with this video is to repeat all the steps we took in video 1. Repetition is vital to mastery. I cannot stress that enough. So put this video's backing track on, and for step 1, play the roots of the chords on beat 1 of each bar. That means play a single note A when the A minor chord is being played, then a single note D when the D minor chord is being played, and then a single note E when the E minor chord is being played. Once you can navigate that, then explore just playing around with rhythm. How does rhythm alone affect the feel of the music? Here's an example of this. Next, we play the scale the song is made from. These chords all come from the A minor scale, so we're going to play the A minor scale over all of the chords. You could just play up and down the scale the entire time, or you could again explore different rhythms. Next, we need to practice the arpeggios. That is, using the notes which make each chord, but playing them one at a time to form a melody instead of playing them at the same time to create a chord. That reinforced the ideas from video 1, but obviously added a gentle increase in complexity because we have 3 chords in this backing track, whereas the backing track in video 1 had only 2 chords. Again, whatever style you love and want to play doesn't matter so much at this stage. The skills you need to learn are the same for all styles. The new idea we're going to add in this video is the idea of what are called licks. A lick is a stock pattern of notes that you memorize and learn to play in any key. For example, here are 3 licks progressing in difficulty in A minor. Notice a lick can be made from as few as 2 notes or as many as you like. Now we have our licks, we're going to use them over the backing track. And the powerful thing about licks is that you can use the same lick over different tracks. This is how soloing eventually becomes easy, because you don't need to learn new note patterns for new songs if you don't want to. If you analyze a large number of solos from your favorite musician, you will notice that they reuse note patterns a lot more than you might have previously realized. Also, if you analyze lots of solos by different musicians, you'll start to notice some of the same specific note patterns, or licks, are used by different musicians. As I said in video 1, improvising isn't necessarily about making it up on the spot. Here's an example of the 3 licks being used over an A minor chord. Now for a super important and powerful idea. Notice the notes in the 3 licks I just showed you all mainly focus around the notes A, C and E, which, as you hopefully realize, are the notes of the A minor arpeggio, which are the same notes used to make an A minor chord. These notes fit best with the A minor chord because they are the notes of that chord. Listen to what happens when I play the same licks over the D minor and E minor chords. These licks clashed because the notes didn't fit as well with the D minor and E minor chords as they did with the A minor chord. So I'd like to teach you two ideas here. Firstly, you can simply change as little as one note in each lick to better fit the different chords. This way we can still use the ideas we've practiced and we don't need to learn completely new ideas. But by changing one note in the licks to better fit the specific chord we are playing over at a specific point in time, we can make any lick fit pretty much any chord. Let me show you what I mean. For a final idea, you could take the lick and move all of the notes to match the different chords. So for example, the first lick is made from two notes, the notes A and C. And if we look at the relationship of those notes to the A minor chord, we find the note A is the first or root, and the C is the third, A, B, C. So to move the same lick, that is the same pattern of notes or the same shape, to fit the D minor chord, I need to replace the notes A and C with the first and third of the D minor chord, the notes D and F. And then, to match the E minor chord, I again replace the notes with the first and third of the E minor chord, the notes E and G. Let's hear how this one lick sounds when I move it, or transpose it to use the correct musical term, to match the changing chords. Now this can sound tiring and boring, but firstly, it doesn't sound bad and is hopefully easy enough for anyone to achieve and understand. And secondly, it is just another tool for us at this stage to expand our soloing skills with. To recap, after the first 2 videos in this series, we have learnt to use single notes, the A minor scale, the arpeggios, A minor, D minor, D minor, and then gained some experience of licks, and 2 ways with which we can manipulate licks to make them fit a chord progression. Leave me a comment so I know how best to help you, explore the ideas from this video, and I'll see you in video 3. Remember, 1 step at a time and always moving forwards. I'm Pete Cook, soundtuition.com. Across the road here. Across the road. Across the road. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Okay, how are we doing lens flare wise? Let's bring this down.